The first part of the process is the sculpting. We sculpt in water-based clay. The entire figure is sculpted in clay and it's made over a metal skeleton or armature. Once the figure's blocked out, we separate the head and the body. So one sculptor carries on with the head, another carries on with the body. The process of sculpting a head takes about 4 or 5 weeks, the same with the body. This can vary depending on how complicated the head is, how complicated the expression is. Once that's done, we reassemble the figure and the whole thing goes off to be moulded. The head is moulded in quite a traditional way, really. It's a way that if Madame Tussauds would come back to life now, she would recognise entirely. It's a piece plaster mould. We have a terrifically skilled group of people who can make those moulds. That process takes the best part of a week to do, and it's an important part because you bear in mind the amount of work that's gone into the clay head. Their job is to create a mould that preserves all of that. Once the head is cast in wax, it goes through to the hair and colouring department, where the hair is inserted, literally one hair at a time. In this case, we've got 4 different heads with 4 different hairstyles, and each of them has a specific hair colour, hair texture, styled differently. Also, while the head is in the hair and colouring department, it's coloured. By this time, the eyes will have been fitted and the teeth and so on. In this case, 4 different heads from 4 different time periods, but all having to tie in. The challenge with this project was that we were doing the same person from different stages of her life. So they all needed to essentially tie together, and when you're using, as we did in this case, 3 different sculptors, all of that has to marry up.